Now, every MIM class elects their MIM council at the beginning of their program, and every council is comprised of 8 members, each responsible for a specific area representing the interests of the entire MIM student body. Could I please ask Sarah, Alexander, Polly, Leo, Pierluigi, Tom, Olivier, and Polly, since you were making fun of my pronouncing names, it's Ekta, to please stand, and Ekta, you don't have to stand, so that all of you can give them a warm round of applause and thank them for their dedication. Well done. Now, I would like to ask Sarah and Alexander to join me on stage to give the MIM Council address.
Just before we start, is Salim in the room? Dear esteemed guests, honorable faculty, and of course, beloved friends. It is not easy to find the words for a moment like this. As we stand at the close of this chapter, it feels almost too big to capture just what happened these past 10 months, the emotions that we've shared, and just how much we grew together. It is a privilege to address you today, one last time, as your student council, Synergy.
Back on day one in our dear Funty, where questions like, where are you from? And what did you study? Echoed through the halls. We were asked what the similarities were between INSEAD and an all-you-can-eat buffet. Mathieu rightly pointed out that in both situations, there are endless possibilities, and thus choices must be made. We believe this perfectly summarizes the MIM. There were classes to attend, group meetings that seemed to have no end, individual assignments with tight deadlines, last-minute interviews, a multiple of initiatives that we died to take part in, and still 200 striking personalities to discover. INSEAD opened every door, and we just had to choose which ones to walk through.
With a world-class faculty and an endless barrage of cases and electives, we were exposed to years of management in just a few months. It will be hard to forget the supervised learning pipeline after going through it every MLO class. We were also taught how to construct the best portfolio, and it turns out that accounting doesn't just crunch numbers, it also bakes cookies. As our economics professor Vlad would say, this year was a year of perfect competition where the dreaded Z-curve kept us on our feet.
Regarding careers, our class clocked in over 1,000 case practices, with many now heading into renowned consulting firms, leading banks, asset managers, corporate graduate programs, promising startups, you name it. What I will remember most, though, are the rounds of applause and congratulations that filled campus each time someone landed their dream job. It was inspiring to see how we lived the spirit of give, give, get, lifting each other up and celebrating every success as if it were just our own.
Yet, INSEAD also offered something else, the social life. Shouts out to the organizers of the charity gala, Villa Foch residents, the ski and Bali trip planners, and all those who took initiative to bring our cohorts closer. Be it in Glasgow, Botkey, or anywhere in between, get-togethers were always the rule, never the exception. We started the year looking up to the Belgians becoming library residents. It didn't quite end up the same way. We had the Indians showing us how to dance in Diwali. The British teaching us how not to make jokes. Some Germans teaching us efficiency. The French making it look like the Iberians were always on time. And the Habibi House showing us how to host the entire cohort in just 6 months. Not to mention how well the Italians sufficed our homemade food cravings, or how the Chinese brought us into their culture through celebrating the start of the snake year together. We could go on forever. The point is that in the MIM, we managed to mix 33 nationalities, really embracing INSEAD as the business school for the world.
Academics, career, social life. No matter what your priorities were, 10 months, 4 study trips, and 2 campuses later, INSEAD transformed its students into global citizens. We've learned how to adapt across cultures, collaborate across continents, and embrace the unfamiliar as an opportunity to grow. And somewhere along our way, our motto synergy stopped being just a slogan and became our everyday reality. And none of this would have been possible without the people that made INSEAD such a successful all-you-can-eat buffet. And for that, we would like to thank them. To our deans, thank you for always rooting for excellence in the MIM program. To our program directors, a huge thank you. Laura, what would we have been without you? Your kindness and diligence never failed to surprise us. Thibaut, thank you for embracing the INSEAD spirit and for your passion towards a master's in management. Your devotion is real and truly evident. Laura, I said, no, okay. I meant Agata first, and now I'll thank Laura. Laura, thank you for making our time count in Singapore. Your assistance in all of our requests was truly invaluable. To our student life team, including Katya and Karen, thanks for all your help in organizing events and initiatives. Your help really was critical. Please join us in giving all of these people a huge round of applause.
What started as a group of strangers blossomed into beautiful friendships. We went through stressful times together. We went through beautiful times together. We went through ups and downs, successes and failures together. We traveled the world with people we just met. We brought them into our houses. We made each and every face of the MIM bring us a little bit of home, a little bit of comfort, and a lot of joy. How can we part ways with those who grounded us in a year that never stood still? For the past 10 months, our lives moved as one. We made decisions side by side, from the mundane to the meaningful. We spent every second together, from sunrise to sunset, and from sunset to sunrise. We laughed. We cried. We lived every moment as if it may never come again. INSEAD demanded more from us every day, and somehow we always delivered that extra little bit. What's more, proudly, and with a smile on our faces. Suddenly, this place stopped being just a business school, and it became a life of its own, where you and I were no longer just classmates, we were building memories in places that we could barely point to on the map. Today, as we close this chapter, the feeling of gratitude fills the room. Gratitude for the moments that challenged us, for those who lifted us, and for the experiences that will stay with us forever. A year engraved in our hearts, never to be repeated, never to be forgotten. Thank you, parents. Thank you, friends. Thank you, INSEAD. So now what? Now, as we scatter across continents, it is time to stay connected. Now, it's time to turn lessons into legacy, turn ambition into impact. The world won't hand us easy answers. We will have to show up, focus, work hard, and keep pushing forward. We may stumble, we may lose, but we must never give up. With the privilege of attending the best business school in Europe comes the responsibility to fight the challenges of our generation. And as we take our next steps, let's not forget, there is no easy way from Earth to the stars. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Sarah and Alexander, for your engagement. Bravo on your achievements. I should say that to the entire council members. Sarah, just one correction. You attended the best business school in the world, not just Europe. But you know that already. I'm deeply touched by looking at the way you've taken leadership in your hands, all of you. I honestly cannot wait to live in a world that you create. The world will be much better. So this is absolutely amazing. Thanks again for sharing those amazing words. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to Thibaut Seguret. Obviously, many of you know him. He's an MBA 12J INSEAD alum and the director of the MIM program. Thibaut is one of the founders of the MIM program at INSEAD, a former entrepreneur and an INSEAD alum from the MBA program. During the past 6 years, believe it or not, Thibaut has directed and shaped the MIM program with dedication and passion, guiding 5 cohorts of MIM students and ensuring that the Masters of Management is now a key part of INSEAD's identity. Thibaut.